Tell me a little bit about your group when you got started and why you decided to form this great group that you have.
Okay. Well, I was called by Stephen Alvarez here at the Alaska Native Heritage Center, and he asked me to come up with something that it really embraced all of the diversity in Mexico. So what I did was sat on it for a little while and thought about it and wanted to find a folklorico dancer that I can work with. And Rebecca came to me, and then soon after we decided to, me and Rebecca began talking, and we talked about also bringing in a flamenco dancer. And then we realized that we wanted to be accompanied by Ignacio, who's multi-talented, as you saw, and our musician, Gerardo Morales.
Great. So tell me, I had a lot of close-ups of you too, by the way, so tell me briefly about the dance that you performed with the smoke.
Right. What I first did was a blessing, the honoring of the four directions, and giving thanks, and a prayer and offering for everyone here, and mostly a thank you more than anything, and just really grateful for this experience and the opportunity to share our gifts with the people here, and also recognize everyone's gifts here.
And the ethnic dance you did is from the Aztecs?
Aztecs. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did the Danza de Tonantzin, which is dedicated to Mother Earth, Tezcatlipoca, which is the smoking mirror, and the fire dance.
We did two numbers from the state of, actually 3 numbers from the state of Jalisco, which is two of the most popular ones, which is La Negra and also Jarabe Tapatío. And Jarabe Tapatío is basically like the national dance for the country of Mexico, and of course accompanied by mariachis and done by mariachis. And the other one, which is a son de la Negra. Just there's 2 versions of it actually on that thing, but it's just a very popular song. And this is another traditional dress from that is used for El Jarabe Tapatío, which is called La China Poblana, which was handmade by actually an Asian woman, and she was like a princess. What city was that?
She was from India. Yeah.
Oh, really? The country India?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
there's a debate actually of whether she's from India or from China.
It is. Yes.
Really? So that the dance roots might have, because there's always rumors that Mexico was settled by Chinese, and the Chinese came centuries ago.
Some, yes.
Yeah, but the actual, just the costume in itself is the China Poblana, because it was considered by, a princess who was actually captured and taken to slavery, and a man and a woman from Mexico actually brought her into Mexico, but she decided that she wanted to keep her identity. And so this China Poblana is actually a mix of the Mexican culture as well as the Asian or the Chinese or the
Indian.
Wow, that's great. So
Flamenco, it's with a C, so it has nothing to do with the bird flamingo. Although people say it that way, but it's flamenco with a C. And it's from southern Spain, Andalusia. It's very heavily influenced by the Moors, who were there for 800 years, and also as well as the gypsies from Rajasthan, India, who migrated and also inhabited southern Spain, Andalusia, and then the Sephardic Jewish people from Portugal, which are right next door, and then the Gregorians and the Christians as well. So it's a really beautiful mix of all those cultures, and the dance I did was called a bambera, and it's a dance of solitude and sadness. And the reason that a lot of the dances in flamenco, not a lot of the dances that make it to the United States or that are known, popularly, reflect sadness, but really a lot of the dances are very sad. People sometimes they just want to see the happy stuff, but in general, the gypsies, that's the way that they expressed their struggle and what they were going through during the time of flamenco, which came about with all these people who were not Christian. All these other religions I just named and all these other cultures, they were not Christian. So they had their own ways, although the Christians wanted to, get rid of that. So flamenco was born from the culture of all these people, and we didn't have a lot of singing in flamenco today, but really the singing is a lament, and it's a cry for freedom. And there's also a lot of happiness involved. That's not what I did today. Today I did a dance of sadness that later worked through anger as well, with the footwork, the passion, the anger. And then in the end, it's a release, it's a resolution, and you feel relieved after. So
Wow, I didn't know it was so. It's kind of like these people dance to maybe overcome their oppression from the Christians, maybe because their
not
culture
only
was
the Christians,
oppressed a
but
little bit.
Also the Holocaust and the persecution that was the intolerance of other cultures, you know. And people just wanting it to be a monocultural society, and that just wasn't the case in southern Spain. And
So go ahead, if you want to talk about the group at all, any of you, if you want to talk a little bit about the group.
I just want to say that it's been such a great pleasure and great experience collaborating with these dancers. They are amazing in all of their mediums, that all of their forms of dance, and it's been a wonderful experience, and I look forward to continuing to work with them.
So how did you guys get up here to this event here?
Stephen Alvarez.
He called you guys?
Yes.
How did he find out about you guys?
I have performed here in the past with Javier Quijas, who does Aztec Mayan music, and I have accompanied him as a dancer and a percussionist. And Stephen said, this time I don't really think I want to bring a whole Aztec dance group. I would like to see a little bit more diversity. So that's what we did.
Cool. So last question: future plans of the group. Whoever's the best spokesperson about it. You off camera, you told me a little bit about your plans.
Right. We would like to. We feel this is a piece that we can share with the world, and we would like to start with the universities and share this piece with everyone.